I paid over $3,000 for a premium cruise line balcony cabin last year. 7 nights, Caribbean, nothing fancy. 3 months later, I saw an identical MSC cruise. Same itinerary, same balcony, same dates, for $899. I stared at my computer screen thinking there had to be a mistake. Drinks included, Wi-Fi included, even specialty dining credits. I was convinced it was some kind of cruise scam. How could a legitimate cruise line offer luxury for less than a weekend at a budget hotel? I was so skeptical, I almost didn't book it. But curiosity got the better of me. During that MSC cruise, I made it my mission to figure out what the catch was. I talked to crew members, chatted with managers, even cornered a former MSC executive during a port day in Cozumel. What he revealed shocked me. There was no catch, just brilliant business tactics that most cruisers never notice. Today, I'm sharing those 11 insider secrets that explain how MSC can charge so little while other cruise lines are raising prices every quarter. And trust me, the last one will completely change how you think about cruise pricing forever. Secret number 1. The private family fortune advantage. Picture this. You're running a business, but you don't have hundreds of angry shareholders breathing down your neck every 3 months demanding higher profits. That's exactly MSC's situation, and it's their biggest pricing advantage. While Carnival, Royal Caribbean, and Norwegian are publicly traded companies constantly under Wall Street scrutiny, MSC answers to no one but themselves. When public cruise lines have a bad quarter, their stock drops. What do? Raise prices, cut services, add fees. It's like the difference between a corporate chain restaurant focused on quarterly profits versus your favorite family-owned bistro that cares more about building relationships. Guess which one gives you better value? Speaking of family businesses, here's where MSC's story gets absolutely fascinating, and it explains those incredibly low cruise fares. Secret number 2. The shipping empire cash cow. On my first MSC cruise, I was confused by all the cargo ship photos in the elevators. Then it hit me. MSC isn't just a cruise line. They're a massive shipping empire that happens to also run cruise ships. The Mediterranean Shipping Company moves cargo containers around the world on hundreds of ships. We're talking electronics, cars, pineapples, everything you can imagine. According to industry insiders, their cargo operations generate billions in profits annually. During a behind-the-scenes ship tour, the hotel director explained it perfectly. Our cruise division doesn't need to make huge profits because our shipping side already does. We can afford to undercut competitors. It's brilliant. While other cruise lines depend entirely on passenger revenue, MSC has cargo ships padding their bottom line. Think of it like Amazon selling Kindles at a loss because they'll make it back from book sales. I felt foolish when I realized what this meant. When I booked that $60 per night MSC cruise, I'm essentially getting subsidized by someone shipping refrigerators to Europe. The cargo business lets them offer cruises as loss leaders, but wait until you hear about their psychological pricing strategy. This next secret explains why you'll spend more than you planned and feel good about it. Secret number 3. The upselling psychology masterclass. Here's where I learned an expensive lesson about MSC's real strategy. That dirt cheap base fare? It's just the appetizer. I boarded my first MSC cruise feeling like I'd robbed a bank with my $89 per night deal. By day 3, I'd swiped my cruise card more times than a rewards member at Target. Specialty dining, premium Wi-Fi, 4D cinema, Formula 1 simulator, everything had a fee. But here's the genius part. I didn't feel nickel and dimed. I felt like I was choosing luxury upgrades. A guest services manager explained MSC's psychology. We make the base experience good enough but not quite satisfying. Then we present upgrades as treats you deserve on vacation. It's like getting into a theme park for $10, but every ride costs extra. You know what's happening, but that carnival atmosphere makes you want to splurge anyway. MSC banks on the fact that once you're on board in vacation mode, you'll justify those little extras. I sheepishly had to tell my wife I'd spent $400 more than planned. But honestly, it still came out cheaper than premium cruise lines, where those amenities are included at higher base prices. This leads to their next brilliant strategy that most passengers never even notice. Secret number 4. The experience tier manipulation. Remember choosing airline seats and suddenly there are 12 different options? MSC perfected this for cruises with their MSC Experiences system. When booking, you don't just pick a cabin. You choose from Bella, Fantastica, Aurea, or Yacht Club experiences. Each sounds more luxurious than the last, but it's really a sophisticated upselling funnel. During my booking process, I started with Bella, the cheapest, but quickly felt FOMO. Want to pick your dining time? Upgrade to Fantastica? Want priority boarding? Better choose Aurea. Want to feel like cruise royalty? Yacht Club is calling. I fell for it completely. Started at $899, ended up paying $1,299 for Aurea, and felt like I'd gotten a deal because Yacht Club was $2,500. It's psychological pricing at its finest. Make the middle option look reasonable by comparison. But even more clever is how they physically design their ships to maximize spending. This next secret might surprise you. Secret number 5, the Space Efficiency Revenue Engine. Here's something I didn't notice until my third MSC cruise. The cabins are smaller than other mainstream cruise lines. Not uncomfortable, just efficiently designed. MSC interior cabins average 151 square feet compared to Royal Caribbean's 172 square feet. That 21 square foot difference might not sound like much, but it's huge for revenue. Smaller cabins mean more passengers per ship. More passengers mean more revenue from dining, drinks, entertainment, and shore excursions. I was initially annoyed playing suitcase Tetris in my cabin, but then I realized the trade-off. Those space savings let MSC offer lower base fares while maximizing onboard spending opportunities. It's like airlines squeezing in more economy seats. You're still getting where you're going, just with less elbow room. For budget-conscious cruisers who plan to spend most time outside the cabin anyway, it's a smart compromise. Secret number 6, the older ship value strategy. Not every MSC ship is a shiny new megaship with robot bartenders. A significant portion of their fleet is 10 to 20 years old, and that's exactly how they keep prices so low. I sailed on the MSC Harmonia, built in 2001, and paid $299 for a balcony cabin. Sure, it didn't have water slides or skydiving simulators, but it had everything I needed. Decent food, entertainment, bars, pools, and spectacular ocean views. The ship's chief engineer explained the economics. Older ships have lower financing costs, lower maintenance expenses, and fewer high-tech systems to operate. We can offer cruises on these ships for a fraction of newer vessel costs. For passengers who care more about destinations than onboard bells and whistles, it's perfect. Classic cruising at budget prices. I actually preferred the more intimate feel of the older ship compared to the massive floating cities. MSC uses their older fleet to serve budget-conscious travelers, while their newer ships target the luxury market. It's brilliant market segmentation. Speaking of market positioning, wait until you hear about their food strategy. Secret number 7, the Mediterranean menu cost advantage. Here's something that caught me off guard on my first MSC cruise. The food was completely different from American cruise lines. Not bad different, just authentically Italian. Instead of 24/7 burger bars and soft-serve machines, I found incredible pizza, fresh pasta, European pastries, and espresso that could wake the dead. The buffets weren't open all night, and the seasoning was more olive oil and herbs than barbecue sauce. A dining manager explained MSC's strategy. We serve Mediterranean cuisine because it's what we do best, and it costs less than trying to replicate American tastes globally. While other cruise lines invest heavily in American-style buffets and 24/7 dining, MSC saves money by sticking to their Italian roots. Fresh pasta is cheaper to make than elaborate barbecue setups. Authentic pizza ovens cost less than specialized burger stations. I initially missed the midnight cheeseburgers, but the authentic Italian cuisine actually felt more special. And for MSC, it's a smart cost-cutting measure disguised as cultural authenticity. But the real genius is in their long-term market strategy. This next secret explains everything. Secret number 8, the market share growth gambit. Here's what I realized during my third MSC cruise. They're not trying to maximize profit per cruise. They're playing a completely different game, winning market share. That first MSC cruise for $899, they definitely lost money on me. But guess what happened next? I booked 4 more MSC cruises. This wasn't coincidence. MSC calculated that if they could get me on board once, even at a loss, I'd become a loyal customer. And they were absolutely right. My first cruise, I chose an interior cabin, ate at the free buffet, didn't upgrade anything. Second cruise, balcony cabin. Third cruise, suite with dining package. Each time I spent more. I realized I was living proof of their strategy. Instead of squeezing maximum profit from one-time guests, MSC builds a loyal customer base who cruise more frequently and spend more over time. They lost money getting me hooked, but they've made it back through repeat business. It's brilliant long-term thinking that most cruise lines with shareholder pressure simply can't do. I went from skeptical first-timer to MSC loyalist. Exactly what they planned. It's like Netflix pricing aggressively to steal customers from cable TV. short-term losses for long-term dominance. While other cruise lines focus on quarterly profits for shareholders, MSC can sacrifice immediate revenue for strategic positioning. I've personally proven this strategy works. After that first discounted MSC cruise, I've sailed with them 4 more times. They lost money getting me hooked, but they've made it back through loyalty. This connects to their next massive advantage in ship construction. Secret number 9, the vertical integration advantage. During a port day in Barcelona, I toured MSC's shipbuilding facilities and my mind was blown. They don't just buy cruise ships, they practically build them themselves through vertical integration. The shipyard manager explained, "While other cruise lines wait in line at external shipyards, we control our own construction process. We save 20 to 30% on building costs. MSC owns or controls shipbuilding, logistics, ports, and even the steel supply chain in some cases. It's like comparing a company that orders from Uber Eats versus one that owns the restaurant, delivery service, and farm. This lets them build ships faster and cheaper than competitors who rely on external contractors. Those savings get passed to passengers through lower cruise fares." I felt like I was seeing behind the cruise industry curtain. Most passengers have no idea their affordable cruise is possible because MSC owns the entire supply chain. But their ships aren't just transportation. They're carefully designed money-making machines. Secret number 10, the floating casino revenue engine. Once on board, I realized MSC ships are designed like Vegas casinos disguised as vacation destinations. Every corridor leads past shops, bars, or entertainment venues with spending opportunities. Want a bowl? $12 for a 4D movie experience? $11. Photo holding a fake Earth in the atrium? $29.99. Even the elevators display enticing specialty restaurant menus. But here's the brilliant part. It never feels manipulative. The ship creates a fun, carnival atmosphere where splurging feels natural. A beverage manager told me, "We hit the sweet spot between wow, that's affordable, and oops, I spent my rent money on sushi." The base cruise fare might be low, but MSC recoups profits through onboard revenue. It's not just a cruise ship. It's a floating entertainment complex designed to maximize spending. I spent $300 on extras during my week-long cruise and felt good about every purchase. That's the power of their onboard experience design. If you're learning something new about cruise economics, hit that like button and comment "CruiseWise," so I know you're getting value from these insider secrets. But the final secret is the biggest revelation of all. Secret number 11, you're part of their master plan. MSC isn't handing out bargains for fun. Every cheap fare, every upgrade offer, every glittery atrium and optional perk is part of a calculated strategy to revolutionize cruise pricing. They don't want to be the fanciest cruise line. They want to be the one you can't resist. The one where you think, we could pay double for Royal Caribbean or get basically the same experience for half the price. MSC is betting that once you experience their value proposition, you'll become a loyal customer who cruises more frequently. Instead of one expensive cruise every 2 years, they want you taking 2 affordable cruises annually. And honestly, it worked on me. I've sailed MSC 5 times now and saved thousands compared to premium cruise lines. The experience isn't identical to luxury brands, but it's close enough that I can't justify paying double elsewhere. Every low fare, every strategic upsell, every efficient design choice is part of their plan to shake up the cruise industry and capture budget-savvy travelers like us. You're not just getting a deal, you're part of a business revolution. Those are the 11 MSC pricing secrets that explain how they offer luxury cruising at budget prices. Have you sailed with MSC? Did their pricing strategy work on you like it did on me? Share your MSC experiences and whether these secrets surprise you in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If these insider cruise pricing secrets opened your eyes to how the industry really works, please hit that like button and share this with fellow cruise lovers. Don't forget to subscribe to CruiseWise for more behind-the-scenes cruise industry insights that can save you thousands on your next sailing. I'll see you in the next video.